Dear guests, please be seated. Our event will begin in 1 minute. Dear guests, please be seated. Our event will begin 1 minute. Dear guests, please be seated. Our event will begin in 1 minute. Dear guests, please be seated. Our event will begin. Dear teachers and students, please come to the sitting area. 请大家到前面就坐，我们的活动马上要开始了。
大家好，我们的活动即将开始，请大家尽快就坐。Dair class etkinliğimiz hemen başlayacak.
再来一遍。上在人造我说。Değerli arkadaşlarımız, etkinliğimize hemen başlayacak. 不是我们自己的人往前坐吧，去把它填满，好吗？
开始前的 answer 吗？有那个问答环节吗？有是吧？来吧。可以了。
Distinguished Deputy Governor Alif Janan Tunchesh, Rector Professor Dr. Hassan Mandal, Consul General Wei Xiaodong, honorable guests, teachers, and students, good morning. Welcome to attend today's event, China Day at ITU. This year marks the 55th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between China and Turkey. It is a great pleasure, together with all the friends from Turkey and around the world, on the beautiful campus of Istanbul Technical University, to learn about China and experience the charm of Chinese culture. Today's event includes two parts. Part 1 is the presentation session. We will have an opening remarks by Rector Professor Dr. Hassan Mandal, a keynote speech by Consul General Wei Xiaodong, and an introduction to China-Turkey Educational Cooperation and the Chinese Consulate General Scholarship by our young diplomat, Madam Li Shiqing, followed by a Q&A session. Part 2 is a Chinese cultural fair, where everyone can experience a rich variety of traditional Chinese culture, cuisine, and high-tech products provided by Chinese companies and institutes. Now let's welcome Rector Professor Dr. Hassan Mandal for his opening remarks. Welcome.
Okay, so dear and our guest also, Deputy Governor, our Consul General, and also my good colleague of the Mr. Roy, our Consul Generals from Russia, from Egypt, from Malaysia. So dear our guests, colleagues and students. So it's a great pleasure to have this event in here at ITU, China Day at ITU. So it's a kind of a first kind of an experience, also what I have been learned. So it's the, I mean, of course, the cooperation and collaboration and co-creation between China and Turkey for a long period of time, but especially for this year, it's starting also a kind of an experience at a university, like in here, more on technology side, and also cultural, and also the gastronomy. So in all aspects to what we can learn from each other between our Turkish students and also the Chinese experience. Because I myself, I mean, did my PhD at Newcastle University in UK, but during that period of time, I mean, it was the first time of my experience at China in Shanghai Institute of Ceramics in year 1994. So I stayed there 3 months, and since then, at least, I mean, 2 or 3 times, I have been experiencing in China, in different parts of China, and I always find that it's a kind of a real win-win game. So I mean, of course, I think the collaboration is the key word, but I think for myself is moving forward more than the collaboration, so the kind of a co-creation. So it is not talking about 1 + 1 is equal to 2. So my always the Chinese experience, so 1 + 1 is at least more than 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is a kind of an experience which I have been, getting and always finding and putting top of it. And I am currently an honorary professor at the Nanjing University of Astronautics and Aeronautics. So it's also a kind of a showing my kind of an potential and also the outcome and also what we can do in the future. So I'll make a very short kind of a remarks. I'm sorry that I hope not be bored, but I mean just showing in short period of time, together with the Consul General of China in Istanbul, and also myself as an ITU rector. So during the 1.5 years, what we have been doing in here, that short period of time. So, okay, so in here. So I am saying in here, so from moving from collaboration to the co-creation. So the co-creation, I think, is a kind of a new kind of a platform. So it is not only come together, so we can think about much more bigger. So, I mean, we are working on different type of aspects, on research kind of collaboration with Chinese universities, on the topics you can see in here on materials, myself as well working in my area, flexible electronics, next generation batteries, carbon capture technologies. So these are, I am still referring 1.5 year period of time. And also the academic mobility in different means, and also industrial university link kind of an. And also we are working always co-design, co-developing, co-produce, and end of the day is co-innovate. So because at the moment between the trade and the Turkey and also China is quite big, but this is in the, I mean, it should be much, of course it's not an easy, but it should be moved, I mean, at least 10% at the moment, so we should take a step forward. So, and this could be only possible by co-produce and co-innovate. And also these are the areas, as I said, so these are some strategical areas for the interest of ITU as a Turkey, and also with the Chinese side, also you can see the name of the institutions which we have been working, and these are all 1.5 years. And so we have been working in all around the world, in globally, but also you can see the China in there, so which kind of universities. So this is again during this 2025 and 2026. That short period of time, 56 are researchers, so you can see that have started to cooperate with the China. So this is, of course, a long history, but this is a very short period of time that 58 individual researchers cooperating either conference, scientific activity, meeting, project work, international university cooperation, as they come in here as a guest researcher. And so again, starting here 2024, September, and taking for next October. So you can see the different type of coming and going, but also at the meantime, different type of activities on the research, on the mobility, and also the kind of cooperation with industry and other stakeholders. And we can see some kind of examples. So we met with the November 2024 in Shanghai. So this is the former chair of the Chinese Academy of Sciences, and then coming here. So you can see in November, so in 1 year period of time, we started a project funded by the TÜBİTAK and also the Chinese Academy of Sciences. So this is a kind of one example. Another example, I was in a conference there in November 2024 with our colleague at the Nanjing Technical University. Then they come in here, also the Consul General attended, so the first SAMFE, so the Wearable Electronics Conference. So in here, so the first bilateral Sino-Turkish symposium. So this is again showing a short period of time, showing an impact. And another one, so then I was in December there, we opened a joint lab. So the joint lab between the Nanjing Tech and ITU on wearable electronics. And another one on example in last year as well. So the Nanjing University of Astronautics and Aeronautics. So we started a cooperation, again a joint lab. So on smart structures and control joint lab. And another one on the Beijing Institute of Technology and also the Beijing University of Science and Chemical Technology in there. And also we were together with the Minister of Health in China. So again, during the last period of time, what we can do together. And so again, some example. And they came here as well. So they came in here and we started a new project on research joint lab on carbon capturing. Yes, one more example on maritimes. And in that case, we are working on green technologies on the maritime technology and the Shanghai Maritime University and our faculty of the School of the Maritimes of the ITU. Again, on the creating a joint lab. So I also working with on innovation sites. So the JETRI is the Jiangsu Industry Technology Research Institute. So we are working very good on, especially on humanoid robotics. And also our students now get an internship at this company. Okay, I don't know, maybe, I don't know, is that, oops, maybe it's kind of a, oops. Anyways, there is a movie, but, so again, this kind of cooperation also extended our students now moving there. So this is also kind of an achievement. And yeah, so different type of modality, so the people and operations, so the funding ecosystem, IP commercialization. So these are all what we have been achieved during the last period. And final one, so you can see, so these are the kind of institutions which we have been collaborating. So different type of technologies and kind of an status of our kind of partnership. So you can see, and also the joint lab and memorandum of understanding, so kind of an honorary professorship and joint lab research partnership, Belt and Road joint initiative on the joint lab. So these are the things that we have already been achieved. But maybe the last one, so we have been much more potential. So the bridge is built. Now I am saying that now it is the time for build on it. So this is a kind of potential. So I hope that it is a kind of an experience and ongoing cooperation. So I am hoping that more researchers and more students will be involving with our Chinese colleagues. And in this respect, once more, thank you very much, our Consul General. He's putting the strong efforts and always attending our event when we come to our Chinese colleagues. So once more, for all of us, Deputy Governor and the consulate generals from other countries, and also my professors and also the students. So it's once more welcome and a grateful event for today, and also bringing the hopes for the tomorrows and upwards as well. So thank you very much. And okay, so this is my stamp. I collected the different stamps in here. So you think my, I think gift, yeah?
Thank you, Professor Dr. Hassan Mandal, for your wonderful remarks. Next, let's welcome Consul General Wei Xiaodong to give us a keynote speech.
Good morning, Deputy Governor Ms. Chunjie, my very good friend, the Rector Dr. Professor Hassan Mandal, and also my old friend, Mr. Chuna, representative of the Art Party in Istanbul. Also my warm welcome to the Consuls General, my very good friend, Russian Consul General, Mr. Alexander, Malaysian Consul General, Mr. Amili, and also Egyptian Consul General Hatim. Welcome to the event. Dear professors and students, in this warm springtime, we gather at ITU for this wonderful China Day event. First of all, on behalf of the consulate, I would like to extend my gratitude to all the colleagues at ITU for your gracious support, and once again, the warm spring greetings from the consulate. This year, the topic of becoming Chinese or China Maxing has gained global popularity. That is why we think of co-hosting this event with ITU. So maybe first of all, we can have a look at a very short video of China Maxing.
Is it a very Chinese time in your life? Social media users are adopting habits like drinking hot water, wearing slippers at home, and doing traditional Chinese exercises to become a Chinese baddie. It's all part of China Maxing, a trend where young Westerners are embracing Chinese culture and aesthetics online. It marks a major vibe shift within the American public after years of xenophobia that ramped up during COVID and recent geopolitical tensions.
China, 67%. That's tariff.
Some experts say it reflects a deeper dissatisfaction with life at home. Ongoing issues like the anti-immigration crackdown, political turmoil, and gun violence have dulled the veneer of the US, pushing some young people to look elsewhere. Their curiosity about China is partly fueled by the country's post-pandemic reopening, including relaxed visa stays and efforts to promote tourism. On social media, viral clips about seemingly futuristic cities have added to the fascination. A glimpse of progress in China, though oversimplified, presents a striking contrast to what's happening back in America. This internet trend has been controversial too, with some Chinese diaspora calling it insensitive and cultural appropriation. But for a brief moment, it offers an unlikely digital bridge between two cultures often divided by politics.
Okay, so actually we observed that a lot of more and more foreign visitors wish to come to China and learn more about China. So what exactly is the charm of the Chinese lifestyle or Chinese culture? So today we're trying to bring China out of the screen of the internet and present China in a real world at the campus of ITU. Our goal is to let all of you experience Chinese lifestyle here closely, and on today's China Day event, you will taste Chinese food, wear Chinese traditional clothing, experience the traditional Chinese medicine therapy, as well as try cutting-edge technology products from the high-tech companies of China. We hope that you can feel the life of Chinese people right here at the campus. Before the event officially begins, I would like to share with you a brief introduction and also my insight about my country from a Chinese perspective. As a Chinese diplomat working in Turkey for almost 3 years, I truly feel there are many similarities between our two countries. The two civilizations and two nations are connected by the Silk Road, stretched over thousands of years. The friendship between our two peoples goes back to ancient times, and the two countries share similar development philosophies. Chinese President Xi Jinping and Turkish President Recep Erdogan have held many successful bilateral meetings in the past years and reached broad consensus on many issues, China-Turkey relations have been making steady progress all the time. Just as I noted, same as Turkey, China is an ancient civilization. In the history of over 5,000 years, the Chinese people has created a splendid Chinese civilization. The magnificent terracotta warriors, the elegant Suzhou gardens, and also the winding Great Wall all bear witness to China's glorious culture. China has a large population, I think you know. We are the second largest in terms of population worldwide. We have 56 ethnic groups, including the Han, Uyghur, and Mongol. They are all important parts of the 1.4 billion population of China. They have built a great China together. Not a single ethnic group could be separated from the big family of China. China has a vast territory, ranking the third in the world. It is shaped like a rooster. Across the 9.6 million square meters of our territory stands the world's highest peak, Mount珠穆朗玛, which is also known as Mount Everest, which is a more common name for everyone. And it flows the Yangtze River, the world's third longest river. China's largest island is Taiwan, and China's largest provincial level administrative region is Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region. Xinjiang accounts for about 1/6 of China's total land area. It is also the primary home of Uyghur people. All ethnic groups, through mutual understanding and mutual respect, have jointly created the splendid culture and civilization of China. Today, we have brought a lot of traditional Chinese food also to the event. You will be able to taste all of them just in the corridor. Hardworking, courageous, and peace-loving are the common characteristics of both Chinese and Turkish people. One of my Turkish friends once proudly told me, among the over 10,000 pieces of blue and white porcelain collections in the Topkapi Palace, not a single one was taken by force. All of them traveled a long way from China to Turkey through the Silk Road and through the trade between our two countries. Traditional Chinese culture values peace above all. Throughout its history, China has never started or initiated a war itself or sought to overthrow any government of any nation. Today, we're living in a changing and turbulent world, and the situation in the region we live, the Middle East, is still in turmoil. China has always adhered to the path of peaceful development. Chinese President Xi Jinping puts forward the Belt and Road Initiative and also the 4 initiatives covering development, security, civilization, and governance. President Xi Jinping promotes the building of a community with a shared future for mankind. All this represents the continuity and development of the Chinese cultural tradition of peace. Since the outbreak of the US-Iran conflict, China has been actively promoting peace and facilitating talks. President Xi solemnly puts forward 4 propositions on safeguarding and promoting peace and stability in the region. The foreign minister of China and Iran, actually, they have talked for 4 times through phone or face-to-face. China has also sent special envoy for shuttle diplomacy in multiple Middle Eastern countries. These efforts demonstrate the significant steps of China that to de-escalate the situation and bring an end to the war. Let's also watch a short video of the Iranian foreign minister after he concluded his visit to China recently.
در جریان مسائل قرار دادیم. در طول این جنگ اخیر من 3 بار با وزیر مخارجه چین تلفنی صحبت کردم و الان لازم بود که برای مشورت‌های نزدیکتر یک دیدار حضوری انجام بشه. فکر می‌کنم که ما دیدگاه‌های بسیار نزدیکی با هم دیگه داریم. در مسائل مختلف بین‌المللی و منطقه‌ای اشتراک نظر داریم و توافق کردیم که نه تنها به این مشورت‌ها ادامه بدیم بلکه به سطح جدیدی از همکاری برسیم.
Actually, the Iranian Foreign Minister Saeed Abbas Araghchi noted after his visit, saying that Iran highly appreciates and agrees with the 4 propositions put forward by President Xi, and also commends China for always standing on the right side of history. Iran trusts China and looks forward to China continuing to play an active role in promoting peace and also in ending the conflict. As is widely known, under the leadership of the Communist Party of China, China has achieved remarkable development results. It has become the world's second largest economy and the largest global manufacturer, and also the second largest consumer market for goods. It has also become a major trading partner of more than 150 countries, including Turkey. Actually, over the past 5 years, China's economy has grown at an average rate of 5.4%, accounting for 30% of global growth. Looking ahead, China will continue to place scientific and technological innovation at the core of our national development strategy. We will accelerate the pace of technological innovation and strengthen international cooperation in science and technology. As a top university of science and technology in Turkey, ITU will see more opportunities for cooperation with Chinese universities and also institutions. Actually, just now, Rector Hassan listed a lot of cooperation between China and ITU, and I believe in the future we will see more fruits, and I hope that we will establish more joint laboratories, especially laboratories on the campus of ITU. We will work on that. China's development represents the growth of the world forces for peace. Every increase in China's strength adds to the hope for world peace. This is a true reflection of China's vision of harmonious coexistence. It coincides or echoes with the principle put forward by Mr. Atatürk by saying peace at home, peace in the world. Actually, we fully agree with that. This year marks the 55th anniversary of establishment of diplomatic ties between China and Turkey. And actually, 55 years ago, Turkey voted in favor of Resolution 2758 at the 26th session of the United Nations General Assembly. This resolution clearly demonstrates in its logic and also legal basis that there is only but one China in the world, that Taiwan is part of China, and that the government of the People's Republic of China is the sole legal government representing the whole of China. China appreciates that Turkey has established and developed diplomatic relations with China on this basis. Over the past 55 years, political mutual trust between China and Turkey has continuously consolidated. Practical cooperation in various fields has also making steady progress. Bilateral trade has actually expanded from less than $1 million to around $50 billion the last year. Two-way personal exchanges between our two countries grown from a few to around 50,000 visits last year. In recent years, more and more Chinese companies invest in Turkey and also grow in Turkey. And today we bring a lot of them to our event, including Huawei, Xiaomi, DJI. Their products not only bring convenience to the daily life of Turkish people, and also we're asking the companies to recruit more ITU students and hope more ITU students will have the chance to work with the Chinese companies. Also in Turkey, there are many major infrastructure projects involved with the joint efforts of China and Turkey. Quinport and Hunutelu power plant are the examples. Quinport is a key Belt and Road project whose handing over agreement was signed at the presence of President Xi Jinping and President Erdogan in 2015. It has become a model of China-Turkey cooperation. Today, we invited many Chinese companies here, as I said. They are not only to showcase their products, but also they're trying to invite more students to join their course so that we will see more China-Turkey friendship ambassadors born out of the students. And also we hope that the students will have more chances to study in China. In a moment, my colleague, Consul Li Siqing, will give a brief introduction of bilateral educational cooperation and also the scholarship we can offer to Turkish students. Ladies and gentlemen, young people represent hope and future. We truly look forward to seeing the younger generation of Turkey and China take up the baton in the everlasting course of the friendship between China and Turkey. I also hope you will have more visits to China, see my country with your eyes, explore my country with your feet, and feel the real colorful China by yourself. Last but not least, I sincerely wish ITU to continue grow and prosperity. With all the students, professors, and ladies and gentlemen presented here today, good health and academic progress. Hope you all enjoyed today's event. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Consul General, for the comprehensive introduction to China's national conditions, the principles of China's development path, as well as China-Turkey relations. I believe Consul General Wei's speech has provided everyone a deeper understanding of China. And just as Consul General Wei just mentioned in the speech, China is welcoming young people from Turkey and all around the world to come to China for study and exchange. Now let's invite Ms. Li Shiqing, who is responsible for educational affairs at the Consulate General, to introduce the Chinese Consulate General Scholarship and relevant information about studying in China. Welcome.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Li Shiqing, and it is my great pleasure to be here today. My presentation will focus on the educational cooperation between China and Turkey, a partnership that continues to grow stronger through shared knowledge and academic exchange. And I will also share some information about the scholarship opportunities for students. Now let's dive in. So to understand China's commitment to education, we look to the wisdom of Confucius. He taught that education is the foundation of social harmony. In China, we believe that learning people create responsible citizens who are essential for justice and peace. This deep respect for education is a core value that we carry into our international partnerships. So today I have structured my presentation into 4 key sections. First, an overview of the development of China-Turkey. First, the development of higher education in China. And second, the current state of China-Turkey education cooperation. And third, I will share some information about scholarship opportunities for international students who want to study in China. Last but not the least, we will take a detailed look into the Chinese Consulate General scholarships. Now, Let's begin with the rapid growth of Chinese higher education. In the 2026 QS World University Rankings, 7 universities from Chinese mainland rank among the world's top 150, with Peking University placed number 14th and Tsinghua University number 17th. And here we can see the two photos. The first photo is from Peking University and the second one is from the Tsinghua University. China now has one of the fastest growing groups of top universities in the world. And in this page, there are 5 Chinese universities ranked among the world's top 50 in the QS World University Rankings. They are Peking University, ranked number 14th, Tsinghua University, ranked number 17th, and these 2 universities are located in Beijing. Fudan University, ranked number 30th, and Shanghai Jiaotong University, number 47th. And these universities are in Shanghai. And also Zhejiang University, ranked number 49th, and which located in Hangzhou, a very beautiful city also. Now, together let's watch a short video to explore the international student life in Tsinghua University. Tsinghua University's place in China is just like ITÜ in Turkey. It is the best science and engineering university in China. So now let's go on.
Wow, these Chinese tech innovations are seriously mind-blowing.
Wait for me!
You coming?
Of course.
At Tsinghua University's Department of Mechanical Engineering, you will feel the pulse of China's manufacturing power and explore the boundaries between mechanics and intelligence.
Wow, this is pure magic.
Yeah, and this is just the beginning. Let's try?
Sure.
From materials to machinery, from components to complete systems, you will build a comprehensive map of skills from foundational theory to cutting-edge applications. With state-of-the-art laboratories, boundless opportunities for research, and the freedom to imagine without limits. Here, frontier technology is no longer distant. It shines at your fingertips. Engage in top-tier research, compete in international challenges, and let your ideas capture the world's attention. Here, you will also find a vibrant, open, global community. In a rich tapestry of diverse cultures, find the greater possibilities within you. At Tsinghua, alongside students and scholars from around the world, you will co-create the new chapters of intelligent manufacturing. Tsinghua awaits your discovery.
Studying and living in Tsinghua's Department of Mechanical Engineering has been busy, but also rewarding. I meet many students from different countries there and in my classes. I also learn about Chinese culture and language through courses and campus life. My study life here shows me that Chinese technology moves fast and brings together many fields. Engineering, medicine, and material teams work closely. I'm sure that these experiences will help me in my future career.
Okay, let's continue. Now, let's focus on the strong and growing educational ties between our two countries. Under the framework of the Belt and Road Initiative, academic collaboration between China and Turkey has achieved new heights. Now, over 30 Turkish universities have established official partnerships with Chinese institutions. And we would like to express our great thanks to Science Rector Hassan Mandal. Thank you for your great support for the educational cooperation between İTÜ and the Chinese universities. These aliens involving top students like İTÜ are driving innovation and cultural understanding through joint programs and exchange initiatives. And the photos shown here highlight some of the friendly cooperation activities between İTÜ and the Chinese universities and research institutions attended by the Consul General last year. These include the first Chinese-Turkey Symposium on Advanced Materials and Flexible Electronics, as well as the exchange seminar between the Chinese Academy of Science and the TÜBİTAK. And now I would like to share some information about the Confucius Institute here in Turkey. There are 4 Confucius Institutes in Turkey, operating at ODTÜ, Boğaziçi University, Okan University, and Yeditepe University. The photo here, and 3 of them are here in Istanbul. The photos here capture meaningful moments from activities organized by the Confucius Institutes. And these photos show the orchestra performance given by Nanjing University Chinese Orchestra at the Confucius Institute at Okan University, and as well as quiet band performance titled Çin Türkiye Dostluğu, presented by students from Yeditepe University. And also these photos show the meaningful moment from the Boğaziçi University Confucius Institute. And the students here, they are playing a very traditional Chinese chess called Wei Qi. And the girls there are making paper cut. And also they are playing the traditional Chinese puppy show. And I would like to introduce Chinese Bridge, which is a Chinese proficiency competition for international university students who are studying in the Chinese department. And now, let's focus on the scholarship opportunities given by the Chinese government. To encourage international students to study in China, the Chinese Ministry of Education has established a comprehensive Chinese government scholarship program. Based on the application channels and management mechanisms, the program is mainly divided into 2 categories, which is Type A and Type B. And here are some detailed information about the Type A and the Type B scholarships. You can take a quick look at them. For Type A scholarships, they are offered through intergovernmental cooperation, and they are usually announced annually by the Turkish Ministry of National Education. And students are selected through an examination process. And for Type B, scholarships are obtained through individual applications. Students apply directly to their target universities, which then recommend qualified candidates to the China Scholarship Council. This type of scholarship offers greater flexibility and a wider range of opportunities. So if you want to study in China and want to apply for scholarships, I strongly recommend you to follow the Type B scholarship, because it's more flexible and you will have more choices. And also, there are some scholarships provided by universities, which means that these scholarships are sponsored by the universities themselves. And the policies for those kind of scholarships differ from university to university. So I would like to recommend you to first confirm the university that you want to study in, and then look to the website of that university to get detailed information. And here I put some logos of the universities that provide university scholarships for the international students. You can take a look at this university or take a photo. And this website, is very important for the student who want to get very detailed information about all the scholarships in China. And as you can see here, there are many different categories, and you can take a picture and go into the website to check all the detailed information about scholarships. It's run by the Chinese government. Okay, now let's go to the last part. In this part, I would like to highlight a very special program specifically for students in this region. It is the Chinese Consul General Scholarship. Launched in 2017, the Consul General Scholarship Program has supported now nearly 600 Turkish students, further strengthening educational cooperation between our two countries. And here are some detailed information about how you can apply this scholarship. The Consul General Scholarship is open to Turkish students studying Chinese in Istanbul and the neighboring provinces, including Balıkesir, Bursa, Çanakkale, Edirne, Kırklareli, Kocaeli, Tekirdağ, Manisa, and Yalova. But it doesn't mean that you must study in the Chinese department. If you doesn't study in the Chinese department, but you have chosen some classes regarding the Chinese language or the Chinese culture, you can also apply for our scholarship. And this application period for this year is expected to begin between June and July. And I encourage you to follow our official X account of the Consulate General of China in Istanbul and for the announcement and updates. So you can scan this QR code to follow us. Some of the students who received the Consulate General Scholarship have joined Chinese invested enterprises after graduation. And some have already grown into key professionals. You can even find their presence among the Chinese enterprises today. And later, after the section, you will have the opportunity to visit the enterprises and engage in exchanges with them. And now let's take a look at some highlights from the 2024 Consulate General Scholarship Award ceremony. And it was held in the Huawei company. And also some photos from the 2025 Consulate General Scholarship Award ceremony. And now, let's watch a short video about the ceremony held in last year. as you can see, it's really a proud moment for the students and their families. Before I conclude, I have an exciting invitation for you. So on Monday, May the 18th, we will host a major education fair at Istanbul Marriott Hotel, Şişli. And at that time, more than 20 top universities from Beijing will be here. Whether you are interested in a bachelor's, master's, or PhD degree, this is your chance to meet admissions officers and learn about specific scholarship opportunities. So please scan the QR code and to register. The register is free, so don't hesitate to scan it. And here I also prepare a list including some of the universities that will attend the education fair. So as you can see, many very top universities from Beijing will join the fair, like here Beijing University, and also University of Science and Technology Beijing, Beijing University of Post and Telecommunications, Beijing Forestry University, and Beihang University, and North China University of Technology, Beijing Institute of Petrochemical Technology, etc. So you can scan here to register. So if you have any further questions about studying in China or about education policies to study in China, don't hesitate to write to us. Sorry. Yeah, don't hesitate to write to us. I put our official email address here, so you can write us email to learn detailed information. Thank you for attention today. Herkese çok teşekkür ediyorum.
Thank you, Shiqing, for your informative presentation. I believe that after listening to Consul General Wei's speech and Ms. Li's introduction, you may have some questions to ask. Now is the Q&A session, and please feel free to ask them questions. Any volunteers, please?
Hello, everyone. I'm very happy to hear. I'm a student here. I'm PhD student of computer engineering. I study in ITÜ more than 5 years so far. I successfully passed my PhD thesis last week. And my next step, I will continue doing postdoctoral in the US. Before I came to Turkey, I doing my master in Fudan University. Fudan University QS rank this year is 30. I have experience studying in China and in Turkey. If you have any questions, and I will be very happy to answer. And if you want to do study in China, and I also would like to help you in the future. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So many thanks to all the speakers and audience today. Now let's move to the Chinese Cultural Fair and experience China up close. And before the fair begins, I believe that all of you have collected your China Day at ITU passports at the entrance. So if you haven't collected a passport, please go to the entrance and get one. And if you have collected 12 stamps at your passport from the various booths, you may receive a gift at the same place where you collect your passports. So please enjoy yourself and have fun. Thank you so much.